This is the tragedy of George Floyd, a tragedy that shook America and changed the world's understanding of justice and humanity. On May 25, 2020, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, a black man named George Perry Floyd Jr. was arrested by 4 police officers for allegedly using a counterfeit $20 bill at a small store. What should have been a routine arrest turned into one of the darkest moments in modern American history. Before that day, the country was already on edge. The COVID-19 pandemic had left millions unemployed. Racial tensions were high, and trust in law enforcement had eroded after years of police brutality against black citizens.
Minneapolis.
George Floyd, a former security guard who lost his job during the pandemic, only wanted to buy a pack of cigarettes. But his encounter with Officer Derek Chauvin would end his life. The incident unfolded on the pavement outside Cup Foods. A bystander began recording on her phone. The video showed Floyd lying face down, handcuffed, while Chauvin's knee pressed into his neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds. Floyd's voice trembled. "I can't breathe." Words that would echo across the world. Around them, witnesses pleaded for the officer to stop. Chauvin did not move. George Floyd died there on the street. He was 46 years old. He left behind a young daughter named Gianna. The witness who filmed the video, 17-year-old Darnella Frazier, later said, "I recorded it because I knew it was wrong. I knew he didn't deserve to die that way." Her video spread globally within hours, igniting outrage and grief. Protests erupted across the United States. From New York to Los Angeles, millions marched with signs reading, "Justice for George Floyd" and "Black Lives Matter." Some demonstrations turned into clashes with police. Others became moments of silent unity. In Europe and beyond, people gathered in solidarity. Statues of colonial figures were pulled down, symbols of long-standing oppression challenged by a new generation. The case forced the world to confront its reflection. Nations began re-examining their justice systems and histories of racial inequality. In April 2021, Derek Chauvin was found guilty of second-degree murder and sentenced to more than 22 years in prison. Yet for many, justice still felt incomplete. At the intersection where Floyd took his last breath, the community built a memorial. Flowers, candles, and a mural of his face. Beneath it, words that became eternal. "Say his name." The tragedy of George Floyd is not just about one man's death. It is the portrait of fear, anger, and hope of a nation struggling against the weight of its own history. And even now, whenever the words "I can't breathe" rise from protests anywhere in the world, humanity is reminded that equality remains an unfinished promise.